Hey everybody, this is Amy Warden with Great Cakes Soapworks, and today I wanted to show you how I make my goat's milk soap using fresh goat's milk. And I don't have a farm, I don't have any goats, so I have to get my goat's milk from a local farm. And I drive 70 miles round trip in order to pick up this milk because I just feel that it is so important to have this kind of soap for my customers. Raw goat's milk has 50 different nutrients in it, including vitamins A and C and B complex. It also has alpha hydroxy acids to help exfoliate your skin, and it also has antioxidants in it. And so if anybody ever asks me what kind of soap they should use if they have really dry skin, I always point them to the goat's milk soap. It just has a totally different feel to it, and it just moisturizes better than any other kind of soap I've ever used. So I'd like to show you how I make my goat's milk soap. The first thing I do is freeze the fresh goat's milk in ice cube trays so that I've got some cubes to work with. And I've measured those out here, and I am going to add the lye straight into that goat's milk. And since the lye heats up as it touches the water normally when you make soap, it'll also heat up these cubes and melt them. I'm not so worried about fumes. It seems like the lye gives off fumes as it gets hot. And since it's still really cold right now, it's not putting off any fumes. I use a silicone spatula so I can really scrape down the sides of the container. I don't have any undissolved lye particles in the soap when I'm done. So that's just no fun. You can see how it's already melting quite a bit. So once these cubes are completely melted, I'm going to take a temperature reading, but I want this to end up being somewhere close to the temperature of the oils, which is right around 85 degrees. It could be even a little bit warmer. I don't try to prevent gel on my goat's milk soaps. I just like the way the soap turns out when it's gelled, and I just feel more confident about the final product. Now it does start to give a little bit of an ammonia smell, but it's not real strong, and it certainly won't smell that way in the final product. Almost melted here. I'm gonna go ahead and check the temperature. It's at 94, so it's plenty warm. Scrape down the sides one last time. And real quick, just gonna add the fragrance to the oils. This is almond fragrance oil. So this is what I call my almond milk goat's milk soap, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour off 4 cups of soap. add some titanium dioxide. I'm going to stick blend that in just a second, but first I'm going to pour a bottom layer into my mold. Blend this up. Make it whiter when you apply the stick blender to it. Of course, it helps thicken it up too. Now my plan is to try to make just a layer on top of this without breaking through too much. It's time to do a handy dandy hanger trick. There it went. It's really hard to do with such a large mold, but okay, fun part will be seeing what it did. It's time now to cut this almond milk soap. It was made Tuesday afternoon, kind of late afternoon, and it is now Thursday, almost noon. So almost 2 days later, and it's still pretty soft. I've skimmed the top off and cut the log in half so that I can cut it with my wire cutter. And we are about to see what is inside this soap. You ready? Let's look at that. Oh yeah. Now it looks a little bit orangish right now because I went ahead and let that milk soap gel, and it will discolor a little bit darker as it cures and will be kind of a medium brown by the time it's done. So I'll just show you a couple more because they should all look pretty much the same. You can see where the hanger went up and down through the soap, and that's pretty much it. They'll all look really neat like that with the layer down through the middle. So these should be ready in about 4 weeks. So that'll be about the end of March. Hope you'll check out my website, www.greatcakesoapworks.com. You can see the soaps that are curing if you click on the news link at the very top. So see you next time.